hour. NBC News senior international correspondent Keir Simmons joining me. He has just spoken to Vladimir Putin's spokesperson, Dmitry Peskov. The Russians have been denying that report that we've been tracking for 4 days now. Keir, let's hear what Peskov has to say.
Hey, Andrea. Yeah, that's right. We just wrapped up this interview with Dmitry Peskov, who is one of Vladimir Putin's right-hand men, if you like. We conducted it by internet from here in London to there in Moscow. I asked him directly, Andrea, about this allegation that the Russians have been offering bounties to the Taliban to kill U.S. servicemen and women in Afghanistan. I asked him directly about whether or not the GRU, Russian military intelligence, was involved. He denied it again and again. Whether or not you believe the Russians, Andrea, clearly today they are determined to stick to their message as forcefully as possible. Our exchange, the outtake you're about to hear, begins with my question. Take a listen.
If Russia was paying money to reward members of the Taliban for the killing of American soldiers, would you consider that to be an act of aggression by Russia? Would you see that as serious as that?
I don't think that this situation is possible ever. So this is really ridiculous. This is really ridiculous to spread this kind of information.
You don't think that, well, if it did happen, do you believe it would?
No, maybe I can sound a little bit rude, but this is a 100% bull. It's non-diplomatic thing, but it's a bull.
That's strong, yeah. Mr. Peskov.
As simple as that.
So, very undiplomatic language there, Andrea, and a couple of other key moments to note in that interview. He refers to President Trump's tweet raising questions about the intelligence and kind of uses that to say, well, clearly, therefore, it is not true. And I ask him also, Andrea, specifically, whether he knows of any moment where the Russian government whether this was raised by the US government with the Russian government. He says he does not believe it has been raised with the Russian government at any stage, Andrea.
Keir Simmons, thank you so much.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.